Hello and welcome to the third part of my video series that is supporting an article I released on WotLabs forums. The article is about how to be a field commander, and in this episode I will be talking about how you should be ready to improvise as a field commander. The video I've chosen for this is from the tier 6 stage of the campaign. We are playing against one SPP again, this time on the west field, and my initial tactic was to have Hellcat sitting up on the ridge here, as in the one up there, with a group of T-37s rushing down the 0 line and K line to get spots across the valley, while we had another blob of T-37 sitting in the middle, ready to snipe, so that the middle group could snipe what was spotted in the south, and the south group could spot or shoot what was spotted in the middle, and then Hellcats for TD support. But as you can see, the spawn system didn't quite place my tanks as I had hoped for, so that plan basically went out the window as soon as I saw how we spawned, because the whole idea of getting down here is that you have a lot of tanks immediately going down there. You don't have time to go across this whole valley here to get over there. You simply don't have the time. So I was stuck with like, okay, and this was like, while the countdown was going, I was considering, okay, do we go with the plan or do we not? And I was like, you know what, screw that. This plan, I have to improvise, because this is just not, I didn't feel comfortable doing or proceeding with the original plan. So I said, all the light tanks in the middle, go
Time to roll out.
to this little dip here, while me and these 3 light tanks, we are going down here. I initially sent the light tanks down here, all of them, but I was like, nope, you know what, fuck that, everyone up here, everyone, just get up here. And then one tank going in the middle, that was Panzerfeld, and then me and Fifi going up here on the ridge to sit and pew pew. And then I was just like, okay, damn it, now I just have to play by ear and see what happens. So our whole blob was spotted there by that one T-37, which is unfortunate because now they know where I have all of my troops, or tanks, but yeah, whatever. And then we spot some ARL-44s in the town. I'm like, okay, not bad. And then a Cromwell down south. And I try to move over to take some shots at this Cromwell. At the moment I'm just waiting to see what they do before I do anything. And here I'm just trying to get draw distance, and as I'm just telling all of the light tanks in the north, try to get spots on different angles. Don't take hits, but try to get spots. And the same with our T-37 in the middle. And then I'm asking them, I think that ping there on E4 was to ask them how many heavy tanks are there, because I'm at the moment now thinking, okay, we have 3 tanks down here, they have 2 tanks here at least, and 2 tanks out there, so all about having more guns in the game than the enemy. I would have all of these light tanks swarm in and kill these heavy tanks. I mean, ideally you don't want to brawl with heavy tanks, but since this is a swarming, it's not a big problem per se. And then, but I'm still not quite comfortable doing it yet, because I don't know exactly, if they only have 2 tanks down here and a lot in the city, it would be suicide. So I'm like, okay, I need to know where we have more tanks, or where they have the majority of the tanks. And I'm getting reports from Fifi next to me that they have quite a few tanks sitting in this area down here.
Target acquired. Ricochet. Target released.
And I think I will be shot to smithereens in a second as well, to confirm his suspicion. But again, I'm just waiting now. I'm still, I mean, we have 15 minutes. I might as well use those 15 minutes. And here, I think we have a bit of a, I'm asking the light tanks if it's possible for them. I mean, this was a question. I asked them if it was possible for them to go down A line.
The fire is out.
And here I get spotted and I'm getting shot at from every direction and just getting absolutely wrecked, which is not the best. I got hit by RT as well, but that was actually not quite nice because that RT hit allowed me to go, okay, they have an artillery. That's one less gun active in the game if we swarm them.
The turret ring is damaged. We can barely.
And here I'm just, you can see I'm getting completely wrecked. I'm just trying to like survive. And then I see that the light tanks were moving here, so they misunderstood my question as a order, so I asked them all to get back here. And now I have the intel I need. They have, as you can see, 4 tanks down here and 1 artillery. So that means these tanks can easily swarm this guy and then continue down, swarm these guys and then swarm these guys, or the other way. As in, we can now swarm the players, or the enemy team. So I asked them to get back. And here I'm just like sitting here with Fifi, just because when we push we might have shots on whatever they had sitting down here. So that's why we're still, I'm still keeping me and Fifi here. It's also to spot any rush. They might do a counter rush into our cap. I need me and Fifi for that. But here now I tell the light tanks, just rush them, go in, just kill those AILs. And then they do, I think, or eventually. And here you can see me trying to sneak shots in and just to support a bit. I'm moving backwards and forwards here.
Enemy is hit.
And now they're swarming, as you can see on the minimap. They're just swarming this AIL. They had a T-150 as well. And now this Cromwell is trying to help them. And the T-37 is, but since me and Fifi are sitting here, we can get crossfire going in. And now I just tell the guys to swarm down. I mean, at the moment they're a bit stationary in the town, but I asked them to just get down towards the Cromwells and T-37 sitting on that in the middle and just wreck them. And then while they do that, I try to sneak up here to spot. And there we go, there's a T-37.
Critical hit.
So me and Fifi, we start working him over.
Critical hit. Enemy armor is hit.
Fifi sadly dies, but I managed to take him out. But now it's 10-5, and it's all about just cleaning up now. Sadly we let the T-37 live here in the middle. Well, for a bit longer than we should have. But now it's just, as you can see, they had 1 artillery, so we can kill him and some Hellcats, and yeah. So this hopefully showcased you how you should be ready to improvise. I mean, even if you have a tactic, it shouldn't be set in stone. Because usually, or not usually, but sometimes on specific maps, the spawns can screw you over, or someone might disconnect, or whatever, RNG might happen. I mean, stuff might happen. So you should be ready to always just try something else, do something else. I mean, just be ready for the unexpected and be ready to improvise. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to read the article to see all of the other tips and see if I find a link to the videos, I have a link to the article in the description. And otherwise you can go to my channel and find the other videos. And as always, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you for the next video. So see ya.